Once upon a time, long ago, there was a peaceful little village where the people were simple, honest, hard-working, yet poor. Their daily lives revolved around their fields, cattle, and small bits of labor. Around the village were thick forests filled with countless monkeys. These monkeys would often climb trees near the village, destroy crops, and annoy the children. The villagers were tired of them, yet over time, their presence had simply become a part of daily life. One day, a stranger arrived in the village. He made an announcement in the village square. "I will buy every monkey for 10 rupees each." The moment people heard this, the whole village was filled with noise and excitement. Everyone was shocked and delighted. It was unexpected news. The same monkeys that had been a curse until yesterday were now a source of income. For the poor villagers, this was a golden opportunity. They rushed off, carrying nets, sticks, ropes, and baskets, heading into the forest to catch monkeys. The old, the young, women, even children joined in. By the very next day, the village square was filled with cages of monkeys. The stranger was paying 10 rupees for each monkey, right on the spot. The villagers had never seen so much money in their lives. Every home was filled with joy. Shops were crowded. Some bought new clothes, others repaired their broken houses, some repaid debts, and for many, peace returned to their faces after years of hardship. In just a few days, the villagers had caught so many monkeys that the stranger's large cages were overflowing. He had already bought about 1,000 monkeys. Now, there were hardly any monkeys left around the village. The few that remained were so clever and cautious that catching them became nearly impossible. The villagers' initial excitement began turning into fatigue. They roamed the forest from dawn till dusk, but no monkeys were found. Yet they continued trying, because the image of the stranger's money still danced in their minds. Gradually, the cries of monkeys faded from the village, but the greed in human hearts kept growing. Then one day, the stranger made another announcement. "From now on, I'll pay 20 rupees for each monkey." This news spread like wildfire. The villagers' eyes sparkled again with hope. They ran to tell each other, as if good fortune had returned. Everyone picked up their nets and ropes once more and rushed into the forest. Men, women, and children all worked tirelessly day and night to catch even a single monkey. Monkeys were scarce now, but each one caught felt like finding a treasure. Soon, the stranger's cages filled up again. Now he had about 1,300 monkeys. The village was buzzing with joy once more. People bragged about their new earnings. Some talked about buying land, some about purchasing livestock. Many believed their lives would now become easy forever. But as the number of monkeys decreased again, the village once more fell silent. Then one day, the stranger announced, "Now I will pay 25 rupees per monkey." The villagers were thrilled, but they could barely find any monkeys at all. The next day, the stranger raised the price again, this time to 50 Indian rupees per monkey. Hearing this, the villagers went crazy with excitement, running everywhere to find monkeys, but only a few were caught. Altogether, just 9 monkeys were captured. Now the villagers were exhausted. Still, hope lingered, perhaps the price would rise again. By now, the stranger had around 1,450 monkeys locked in his cages. Then suddenly, he announced that he had to go to the city for some urgent business. He assured the villagers he would return soon. His assistant, a quiet but clever man, stayed behind to look after the monkeys. He was polite, greeted everyone kindly, and repeated his master's words often. "My master is an honest man. He'll be back soon, and you'll all earn a great profit." The villagers trusted him. He had always spoken softly and kindly. Then one evening, the assistant gathered everyone and said, "Brothers, my master owns around 1,450 monkeys locked in those cages. When he returns, he will buy them for 50 rupees each. But I can't afford to feed them all until he comes back. So, I'll sell them to you for 35 rupees each. When my master returns, you can sell them back to him, and make a clean 15 in rupees profit per monkey. The villagers' hearts flamed with greed once more. They thought, this is the chance of a lifetime. Some mortgaged their land, others sold their cows, some even sold their gold jewelry, and many took loans. Everyone imagined they'd soon double their money and escape poverty forever. The next morning, an unbelievable sight filled the village. People lined up before the cages. The assistant took their money and handed them monkeys. Children carried monkeys on their shoulders, women carried them in baskets on their heads, and men held them by rope. Everywhere you looked, monkeys. Every home now had monkeys inside. The villagers laughed and dreamed of the day the stranger would return and make them rich. But days passed, then weeks. The stranger never returned. And one day, his assistant disappeared too. The villagers searched everywhere, but neither man was ever seen again. Now only monkeys were left, jumping across rooftops, destroying homes, and ruining crop. The villagers realized they had been deceived. Their savings, their livestock, their jewelry, everything was gone. All they had left were hundreds of noisy, destructive monkeys. The same monkeys they once dreamed of selling for wealth now ruled their houses like a curse. Crops were ruined. Utensils were broken. Clothes torn apart. Children were frightened. The once happy village had turned into a place of misery and regret. The elders now sat in the square, warning the younger generation. Never fall for easy money. Greed blinds the mind and steals your peace. And only then did everyone understand that this entire scheme was a trap. The stranger and his assistant had played them like pieces in a well-planned game, planting seeds of greed, raising prices to create false value, and vanishing once everyone had invested everything they had. And that, in truth, was the same philosophy people now call the stock market. There too, prices rise, people are promised easy profit, and once the market is full of everyone's money, the big players sell everything and disappear, leaving the small ones in loss. Just like that stranger and his assistant. Finally, the villagers learned a powerful lesson. The most dangerous thing in life is not the monkey, but the greed that lives inside the human heart. Because greed blinds reason and leads to one's own destruction. When something promises quick wealth or easy gain, people often stop thinking and start running. The villagers made the same mistake and lost everything. This story teaches that not everything that glitters is gold. Before investing in anything, one must understand the risks behind it. Wisdom and patience are far more valuable than wealth and greed. Moral: greed blinds judgment. Patience brings peace. And not every shining opportunity is worth chasing. If you liked this story, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.